How they got him to say that?
Who got him to say that? I think we did. Who got him to say that?
That was on the show.
That was on our show, right? Yeah, that is
Is
great.
that right?
Can we take every one of his lines and make 10 million promos? Right. All right, I want to read to you from the newspaper. There's an article about me in the paper, which is about something I'm doing career-wise, and I didn't know this was even coming out, but the funny thing is there's a huge picture of me and Beth, which has nothing to do with the announcement. It's just I've become like Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
I guess I'm more interesting standing next to a hot chick.
Well, it's Hugh Grant and Elizabeth Hurley all over.
There you go. Beth opened up the paper. She goes, there's a huge picture of us. I go, what did we do? I don't recall doing anything. She said, I don't even know why. It has nothing to do with us.
Look, you're dating a chick like that, you should always be happy to see her.
Hey, I'm thrilled to stand next to her. You know what? I'd like to put a billboard in the middle of the goddamn city so people could see that I'm dating a hot chick. I'm not embarrassed at all. Look at me.
Why not?
You're damn right. I got a guy on the phone, though, first, and he's been waiting to get on. His name's Gary Bowersox.
I know that name.
No, you don't. Nobody
I know
knows.
Bowersox.
You
Where
do?
do I know that from?
I don't know. I don't know that name. I just know that
Bowersox, who's famous.
he's calling in to discuss where Osama bin Laden is. He says, I don't know what he says. Let's find out what he has to say.
If he knows where he is, what's he doing here?
If you know where he is, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for our government to go get him, Howard.
Okay, now, why haven't you told the government where he is so you could collect the $25 million ransom?
I have told the government where he was.
And what did they say?
And, of course, the $25,000 you'd be running the rest of your life with, so I'm no hurry to catch that.
Whoa. $25 million, you're in no hurry to catch that, because what do you mean, the Al-Qaeda would come after you?
Certainly.
Why? How are they going to know you told where he is?
Because you're the one that collected the $25,000. It would be all over the news.
$25 million.
Station too.
Wait a second, Gary. The government isn't going to tell if you want anonymity. They're not going to tell how.
They could even change your identity. You go into the witness protection program.
All right, but okay. So you don't want the $25 million because you're afraid you'll be killed. All right. So you're coming on this show and telling me, isn't that going to get you killed too?
Oh, probably.
He's saying that the $25 million would get him killed, but telling and announcing your name, they're going to kill you anyway, whether you take the money or not.
But I think the government knows where he is. It's a political problem.
All right, let's assume that you know where he is. I'm not even going to entertain that. There is not for a minute of my life that I think the government knows where Osama bin Laden is, because I know if they knew, they would take him in. I do not believe in conspiracy theories. I don't believe George W. Bush is waiting for the right moment to take in Saddam Hussein, to take in Osama bin Laden. I believe that's all BS. Let's get to the facts. Gary, you say, how do you know where Osama bin... The whole goddamn world don't know where he is, but you know. How do you know?
Well, I think there's a lot of people in Pakistan that know, because that's where he is. And when I was...
You're right. There are people who do know. They're protecting him.
Of course there are people who know.
That's correct, and that's what I'm saying. And the reason I know is two people from there. One is head of security near Jalalabad. And
where is Osama bin Laden? Just give me the location so we can get him today.
Okay, he's now in between Waziristan and up between Deer and Chitral in northern Pakistan.
You don't have an address?
No, don't have a street address. There aren't street addresses over there in these villages.
But when you say he's between and between, are you talking about an area,
wide area
as big as Philadelphia, New York, and New Jersey? Or is it as big as...
not quite that large. I'd say you take half that size.
All right. So we all know he's in Pakistan. We all know he's hiding.
Right.
You don't know anything more than we do.
He's hiding, Howard.
Is it sand dune number 421? I mean, when the guy turned in Saddam Hussein, they said, here's where he is. He's in a wormhole somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where
Osama bin Laden has lots of friends in this area, and they're protecting him. He's got lots of money, and he's got his soldiers there.
That I know. I heard all that. But but you don't know where he is what we're learning. You just...
No. When I was over there, April was my last trip, and I was told within 3 miles of where he was. And I've been in that mountain area myself.
He was there. He was in Afghanistan.
Why was he there?
He was in Pakistan.
Oh, okay. Why were you in Pakistan?
I was over there working on my gem business.
Your gem business?
Finishing up my book.
He's a gem importer.
Oh, you mean like stones?
Yeah.
Right.
Not exercise plates.
Gary, unless you can tell us, turn left at that pile of camel crap.
You don't know where
That's what you don't know where he is either.
Right.
Well, what I'm saying is you go east out of Peshawar, about 20 miles, and then goes south. It's a place called Waziristan, and it's about 4,300 meters.
Well, all right.
And?
Yeah, and then what do we do?
And then you're going to find that he's with the Wazir tribe. And the FBI has been in there doing some searching, but he's highly protected.
He's with the Wazir tribe over there, that place you mentioned?
Correct.
All right, now we'll get more specific.
So you think the government knows this?
Yeah, I think they're after him. I think that they can't operate. You've heard recently Musharraf, the president of Pakistan, has had 2 attempts on his life. The more pro-American he becomes, the more problems he has. And you can walk into Peshawar today and find Osama bin Laden T-shirts on the market that say "Great Mujahid" in English and Arabic and Urdu, but you don't see any George.
I wonder why they love him so much. I mean, really. I mean, why do they?
They're simple people.
It's just so crazy.
They're just, they think he must be in contact with God.
Hey, Gary, you're in luck. Osama bin Laden's on the phone.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Osama. What's up?
You're wrong.
He's wrong.
I drive cab in Harlem, and I don't pick up the niggers.
Oh, you see?
It's terrible.
All right, Gary. All right, Gary. Listen, thank you for telling me where Osama bin Laden is. And
what can we do with this information now? I mean, you're broadcasting it.
Nothing.
Well,
I
think the heat's on. I think they're after him now, and they probably will catch him in the next few months.
I think you got to be able to say, listen, he's hiding in hut number 17 over there.
That would help.
That's what we're really looking for. We really need to.
Well, he brings up an interesting. I mean, we couldn't just drop a bomb on Hut 17 because it's in Pakistan, huh?
That's right. It's a political situation.
Why can't we send James Bond type guys in there?
Because they don't look like Arabs. They'd be picked off right away.
We don't have an Arab looking, or we don't have a plastic surgeon who could turn one of these guys into an Arab. Come on, give me a break. That I believe they could do.
Osama bin Laden is Arabic, and he looks very different than a Pakistani or an Afghan. If he's got 50 to 150 people, and in 2001 there were over 5,000 Al-Qaeda people over there. So they look very different. How do they hide out with that many people that have to have food every day?
They don't have to hide out. They're protecting them.
That's right.
They love them over there. Right. You're absolutely right. All right, Gary, your name of your book. Gary's got a book. Yeah, The Gem Hunter, True Adventures of an American in Afghanistan. You can call 877-612-9078 or go to gems-afghan.com. Bit of advice. Gary, a little bit of marketing advice. You got to get a website without a hyphen in it. It throws people off.
Okay.
All right, pal?
Thank you. And if they call in and say they're from your show, we will give them a free 1-carat stone when we send the book out.
What's that worth?
It's worth about $20.
What kind of stone?
Well, we'll mix them up.
How much is your book?
Citrine, lapis.
Hold it. How much is your book?
$29.95.
So you're telling me you're going to send me a $20 stone.
So you'll get $9.
Well, I'm a wholesaler. I'm telling you a retail price. And secondly,
what am I going to do with this stone?
I'm selling direct, not through a distributor.
What do I do with this? What do I do with this stone when you send it to me?
Pardon?
What am I going to do with the stone that you send me?
You can give it to your girlfriend for a gift for
a stone without a ring attached to it?
Well, we'll give you some super glue to put it on.
You see, I mean, what am I going to do with the stone?
You could throw it set.
Set? Yeah. Where am I going to go get that set?
At a jewelry.
Yeah, I'll run right over.
Okay.
You don't have to send me a stone.
You're not going to order the book. Let's be serious.
Yeah, I really am not, but maybe somebody out there will. They just buy the book. All right.
Well, we'll tell you all about bin Laden, the Taliban, and what's been going on in Afghanistan for 30 years.
All right, pal. Thanks, Gary.
You're welcome very much.
Gary Bowersox. I thought he had an address. Conveniently, there are no addresses over in Afghanistan. Or wherever, Pakistan, wherever the hell that is.
You did say 120 meters from somewhere. That's kind of all right.
Yeah, turn left at the palm tree.
Yeah, if you got a compass, maybe you can find it.
I believe Osama bin Laden is at 1313 Mockingbird Lane. That's what I think. I tell you what, pizza delivery in Pakistan must really suck. You go to the village, then you look in the parameter of the whole village, and then you'll find my house and you send my pizza over there.
20 paces from the tree on your left.
Now
20 paces.
Now this pizza was supposed to be here in 30 minutes. It wasn't, so I must slit your throat.
All right, here I am in the newspaper today. Let me explain to you. Well, we learned a lot of crap today on his show, huh? Don't worry, we're getting to the homeless game. We got a lot of prizes to give away. We got a couple of great games. We got the new game that we're going to be playing later, too, where you can win prizes called Auschwitz or K-Rock.
Ah.
That's where you guess whether something, we'll give you an event that went on and you decide if it happened in Auschwitz or here where we work. It's a great game. All right, here's the picture of me and my sweetie pie. She is cute. Hey, Beth's wearing a belly chain, too.
Oh, she's got the what's that girl's?
Mano Van Gherkin.
The Mano jewelry.
You got the Mano Van Gherkin on. All right, but it's irrelevant that Beth and I are sitting there in the paper. It says here's the headline. You ready? I wonder how they got that. ABC bets the raunch on Stern TV special. Now, here's the real headline. Move over, Barbara Walters. Here comes Howard Stern. See, Richard Johnson and Bill Hoffman wrote this, so you know what? These guys are two yentas. They hear about everything.
Oh, my goodness. Their ear is to the ground.
I got to hand it to those guys.
They got it.
They're good. I've been having, remember I told you I was having meetings with Lloyd from ABC?
Yeah.
Lloyd's up in my apartment every week.
They probably saw.
I got Lloyd. I got half the ABC programming department. They came to me, and they said, we want you to do a special for us. Series of specials. I said, I don't have any time. See, I'm a negotiator.
Yeah, nice.
They say, we think you're the best interviewer around. We listen to your show, we learn more crap about people than anywhere else. What if you were the next Barbara Walters? I go, let me think about how I look as Barbara Walters in a dress.
Yeah, well, those suits she wears.
We believe that you would be amazing at an interview show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I go there and I interview people. Maybe you do it at their house or whatever. Just set up and interview them. How great would that be?
Well, sort of more like that Edward R. Murrow, I think, up close and personal.
It's funny you say it. Actually, his show was called Person to Person. That's what I want to call my show, Person to Person.
Yeah, that's what I see you as.
That's very funny. So, and I said, no, I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in doing it. See? But I really wasn't. Good. I said, I interview people on the show. I don't need to do more interviews. They go, well, it's different because it's network and imagine the promos, you up there on ABC TV. I said, I'll tell you what. I want to be made a full-fledged member of the ABC News Department.
Really?
That's what I want to be. I want to join ABC News. Just like I said, I consider myself a newsman.
Like Peter Jennings.
When I said I'm
like Mike Wallace.
I said, if Barbara Walters is in the news, I said, is Barbara Walters in the news department? They go, yes. I go, then why can't I be? Lloyd said, are you kidding me? There would be a revolution inside ABC News. I said, let them all quit. They ain't going anywhere. I said, where's Ted Koppel going? He ain't going anywhere. He's always threatening he's leaving. He never leaves. Peter Jennings, he's not. You guys pay him way too much money. He isn't leaving.
He can't go anywhere.
I go, that Yenta Barbara Walters, she's 9 million years old. She's like the crypt keeper. She isn't going anywhere. She's not going anyplace. Lloyd goes, I'd have to get back to you on that one. I would have to approach.
He's the big cheese, and he had to go ask.
Hey, he's the big cheese as long as they keep him there. He's not crazy. He knows how to play the game better than anybody. So they called me back. Said, Howard, you want to be a full-fledged member of the ABC News Department? I said, yes. When my special comes on, I want doon, 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 doon. And now
ABC News.
A presentation of ABC News, Howard Stern. Lloyd says, listen, I brought it up. Go ahead. Forget about it. You crazy?
It ain't happening.
He says, everyone will quit. I said, all right, I can see you have a problem with that.
I brought it up. Forget about it.
I said, but wouldn't it be a great way to promote the show? Everyone quit in the ABC News department, and I'm the only guy in it? Wouldn't that be goddamn brilliant?
ABC News is Howard.
I said, when are you guys going to get some balls? And Lloyd pointed out that he's got plenty of balls just talking to me.
Yeah. Hey, look at what I'm doing here.
I go, you know what? You're right. So Lloyd said to me, give me a dream list of people you want to interview. I said, oh, it's already too much work. Bring me a bunch of people that want to be interviewed, and I'll interview them.
Yeah.
So then they call up, and I figured, you know what? They're not really serious about this. And then sure enough, my agent said, well, here's the deal. There's a deal on the table. So I said, whoa, really? I said, all right, I'll do it. If we find some people that are really interesting, we'll do it. So I'm going to do it. I figured it would all go away,
Nobody be interested.
Nobody be interested. And then the next thing I know, they're calling me up. We want you to meet with your producer. I said, who's the producer? Some guy, ABC News guy. You know,
so they did get you a news producer.
Yeah, some guy. Yeah, top guy. I met with this guy. He was fantastic. I mean, like a really bright guy. I said, you know, these guys, maybe they know what they're doing.
Hey, there's somebody over there.
Yeah. Maybe they know what they're doing. Hey, they knew enough to keep showing that 8 Simple Rules after John Ritter hit the dust. So they must know what they're doing over there. So I met with the guy. I was impressed. Sat there in my apartment. We talked for a long time. I would hang out with the guy.
Yeah?
Because he's a bright guy. Knows what he's doing. So we're talking and everything. Next thing I know, they call up a couple of days later. What's the name of the show? I don't know. You know, like Lloyd wanted to call us something like Howard Stern, ready for prime time interviews. I said, Lloyd, never name a show again.
Too many words, Lloyd.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? It's not even clear if I'm ready for prime time.
They're into long titles. That 8 Simple Rules is a mouthful,
right.
So, there's a couple of titles, actually, I was thinking about. But, listen, I'm good enough to be in the ABC News department. I'm not stupid like everyone says. I'm smart.
Well, isn't that the group that keeps getting cranked by,
Yeah, Cat and Jay.
Handle things, I'm smart. Not like everybody says.
I don't think you have to be
dumb,
too
I'm
intimidating.
smart, and I want respect.
So anyway, I'm not a member of the ABC News department. I can't make that claim.
Not yet.
Not yet, anyway. I have to prove myself.
But he's coming.
I'm coming there, boys. And I know, you know, listen, this is highly controversial. I'm sure that there are people there who don't like the fact that I'm more or less replacing Barbara Walters.
I can't wait to hear The View promote you.
Let's keep it
Well, that's in the paper. Here, let me read you the article.
Oh, that's too funny.
Move over, Barbara Walters. Here comes Howard Stern. ABC has just inked a deal with the shaggy-haired shock jock to do a primetime interview special this spring, the Post has learned. The one-time, hour-long program is seen as a test run, and more shows could follow. I hate being tested. Haven't I been tested enough?
Yeah, I mean, you've been around a long time.
All right. What do you think? So people aren't going to watch? Of course they're going to watch.
Oh, please. This is going to be another one of those Super Bowl moments.
Well, it also depends who I interview.
No, it doesn't.
I'd love to interview Star Jones.
Just you on prime time.
It's just going to look weird. But can you imagine the promos?
Oh.
Like like during...
And you, like I said, you have to do The View. I mean, all the ABC shows will have to promote it.
Yeah, they have to have me on or they're all fired. Well, Star, you fat pig. Go ahead, ask me about my show. The move will propel the king of all media into the same elite category as ABC's other top interview talent, including Barbara Walters and Diane Sawyer. That's why I say, make me a member of the news department. I'm doing the same goddamn show you guys are, and I'm going to be better at it. F you.
That's right. How many times do we complain Diane Sawyer never asked the right question and Barbara Walters pitches softballs?
Thank you. King of all media.
He is the king.
Guess who's going to ABC?
Now I'm the king of all media.
Roy,
Montefiore.
guess who is going to ABC?
Roy, if you can hear me, hold up one foot.
King of media.
King of media is... that's my first interview, Roy.
Well, you try to get him to talk.
Roy, this is Howard Stern. What? How you feeling, pal? Tell me something. You ever give oral to Siegfried? Yeah. Grunt twice if you did. Today I'm here with Roy. And then what I'll do, I'll put a bag over and say, for the second half hour, I'm here with Frankenstein. Frankenstein, how's it feel to be in a new movie?
It's Elephant Man.
It's Elephant Man. I would love to interview Roy.
Yeah, but I don't think Roy's talking.
I think Roy can do things. He can write stuff.
He's still got a trach. Yeah, he would have to get a chalkboard and write everything out.
Roy, write down if you've ever done anal.
I'd like to I'd like to interview that Stephen Hawking's dude, and I would just say to him, hey, Mr. Hawkins, you're in a wheelchair. You have to press computer to talk. How the hell did
How are you getting all these broads?
Yeah, how'd you dump your first wife?
Yeah, there you go.
I was sick of her. Wow.
We grow apart.
We grow apart. Yeah, but you can't talk. You can't do anything.
How'd you know?
The sex sucked. Sources say Stern already has a long list of possible guests to grill. That's true.
You have a list.
Yeah, there's a list floating around, you know.
But of course you have a list. The question is, do you have somebody to interview?
No. You'll never see this show. Listen to this quote. I love this. There's probably no better interviewer than Howard Stern. And ABC knows this, a source told the Post. Well, thank you, ABC, because my own goddamn company doesn't see anything in me.
No way.
Les Moonves.
CBS come over.
Les Moonves is so busy sucking on the teat of Mark Burnett, he can't even see. He's got talent in his own little bullpen here.
His backyard is full.
Yeah, well, he hates me, Les. Always has from day one, because he can't stand that I'm Mel's.
Let him watch you become a huge success for ABC.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this the best show ever. And believe me, I don't need to do this show. I'm doing it to just pee all over Les.
And then what will he have to say when you're bringing in huge bucks to ABC?
Yeah, what are you going to say then, pal?
All of a sudden, he'll be falling all over himself trying to do business with you.
Whether Stern, who just turned 50, why they got to put that? Ooh, that hurt.
Ooh, in print even.
Let me tell you something. I ran 4 miles yesterday in this icy cold tundra that we call New York. Then I worked out with weights, and then I climbed the ropes up to a ceiling.
20, you didn't have to do that.
And let me tell you something. I like to see a 20-year-old do what I do.
I got news for you. I'm 36. Yesterday I fell asleep while I was eating.
Right. And you can see in this picture I look very young, and that's from this summer. I don't even dye my hair. Although Tony said to me, if I do the ABC thing, there might be different lighting, and there are a couple more grays up there.
You may have to.
I might have to rinse my hair. But I'll come clean. I will announce at the top of the special that I rinsed my hair for the special.
You know what? I was laughing at these pictures of Donald Trump with new hair. This is some of the funniest photographs ever taken.
I know. Donald Trump shows a huge hit, but like, he won't talk about his hair, and he really should change it at this point. I don't know what's doing. But
I don't either.
He's a good guy. I like him on the show, but he's got to do something.
Got to come clean about the hair.
He's got to address that situation.
But you know what? It's probably better his hair doing that than being completely bald.
I don't know. Some of these pictures look interesting.
You want to know something, though? If I didn't have my hair, I'd be doing what he did, I think. Because, you know what? That'd be tough, my face, without any hair on it. That would not be good.
That's people's theory. Like, even with Burt Reynolds, as bad as the toot might be, you never see the guy bald.
Yeah, because who knows what that looks like.
Yeah, that could be awful.
Yeah, you never forget seeing a guy bald.
Well, he was bald in some movie, and he looked good.
Right.
Never completely bald, has he been?
No.
Balder.
All right, let's continue talking about me, no one else.
Sorry.
I'm the story.
I'm sorry, you just happened to mention hair.
It says here ABC might even be willing to give Stern complete editorial control. I don't think so.
Are these going to be live or taped?
Tape.
Then you don't have editorial control.
Meanwhile, Stern's new gig with ABC is bound to ruffle the feathers of many of the network's big names, including Star Jones of The View, who has been attacked mercilessly about her weight by the raunchy radio gabber.
I have to watch today because this just came out in the news.
I guarantee you The View ain't going to be talking about this.
Oh, my goodness. They've got to address it somewhere.
Hello, Captain Jenks.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Yes.
The greatest interview of all time would be if you could get Kathy Lee Gifford on that program.
Let me tell you something. Kathy Lee is on my list, and I'm going to tell you something. If Kathy Lee was smart, which I don't know if she's smart or not.
Revive this career?
You want to revive your career? If you don't think ABC is going to put a major promotional push behind this, you're crazy. And Kathy Lee and me sitting down would be phenomenal.
Oh, my God. Everybody would watch it.
And I would only hope that Kathy Lee is listening or one of her friends gets to her. I know Joan Rivers is a good friend of her. And I know that Kathy Lee is sitting home looking at that stone face, Frank Gifford. She's staring at him every day.
She's trying to animate the gift.
She walked away from a great job, and she's sitting there staring at a guy who's practically emulsified.
And making music for herself.
Yeah. So if you want to get out of the house and do something meaningful and revive that lagging career of yours, get into the limelight and really do something.
Let somebody see that you may be a little fun.
Yeah. Let's have some fun. And if you're lucky, maybe I'll diddle you. Right on the special. Right on ABC. Prime time.
Yeah, because I don't think you can talk to her for an hour.
No, I'll probably make out with her a little.
Is it going to be live?
I said, you want to make Frank angry for the anal thing over in the hotel? Come on. Give me a little kiss, you sweet little thing. Come on. Let me see your panties. Show your panties on the ABC special. No, you know, I know it's ABC. They can't, like, in prime time, you can't, like, show somebody's panties.
You can't actually do that?
No, but I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her mano a mano.
That would be so cool. And if you need a phone screener, Howard, I'm the guy.
You're the man. I'm thinking about my prime time. Can you imagine the promos?
Oh,
Howard.
I can't wait for the interviews. You got to do Good Morning America.
Yeah. I'm gonna promote the show. Live with Regis.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
All the shows.
Ted Koppel.
Yeah.
And I'll promote it on CNN and Fox News Channel and MSNBC.
I should wear like a suit. It'll be really cool. My new network image.
You're going to be in a suit for these interviews?
I don't know.
So it's serious, Howard Stern?
I haven't thought about it.
I don't think so.
That's funny. You know what I'll do? I'll wear a wig with like a short haircut.
Be Larry King.
I'll be like, all right, I'm here with Kathy Lee. I'll dress like Captain Stubing from The Love Boat. You know, every interview I'm going to dress like in a different...
No. Star Trek. You got to get
I'll wear a Star Trek outfit.
Hey, Howard.
You know what? And never reference it.
That's right.
I'll just always wear a Trek outfit.
Believe it or not, this is the Howard Stern interview.
That's my announcer, by the way. I'm going to hire George Takei.
Admiral costumes.
Yeah, I'll just be an admiral. I can't be just some lowly yeoman.
And here's Howard.
But it's going to be like, you know, like I sit down, I do probably two interviews. Like a half hour with Kathy Lee and then a half hour with President Bush.
If you're doing Kathy Lee, you don't want to do an hour.
Right. Maybe do a half hour Kathy Lee and a half hour like Britney Spears or something. You know,
would you
for the kids.
What about one huge celebrity and then sort of like a Beetlejuice type character? Would you do that?
No, this is the ABC special. It's got to be
news. He's trying to get into the news department.
This is news.
I got news for you. Beetlejuice to me is news.
Letterman would be cool, too.
I was thinking about Letterman. I'm here with David Letterman in his House of Horrors. We're going to now sit down with him and his wife.
We're going to try to find his girlfriend and his baby.
Here's the game. We're at his house. We're going to see how long it takes us to find the girlfriend and the baby.
Where does he keep them stashed?
17 hours later. It'll be a 17-hour special.
Yeah, have a clock in the corner.
Be like Geraldo hunting for, like, artifacts.
We're still on the trail of Regina Lesko.
We've seen no sign of Letterman's girlfriend, and we're 17 hours into the special.
The government should force Hussein to do the show.
That'd be cool. Howard Stern and Saddam Hussein.
That'd be nice.
If they really wanted Blockbuster Super Bowl rating.
I'm going to call Governor Pataki, see if he can put a word in with me for George Bush, if I could go over there and interrogate Saddam Hussein for the American people.
Sit down with Saddam.
Oh, my God, I drive that guy crazy.
Let me tell you about the first threesome I ever had.
Yeah, you know what, Saddam? Let's focus on the sexual aspects of this regime of yours. Tell me about the rape room and what went on in there.
Oh, we raped many.
Yeah.
Many hot chicks.
Oh, man. Can I get an interview with Charles Manson? He's always good.
That would be great.
I don't know what the rules are about Manson and interviews. Do they allow the prisoners to be interviewed?
You'd have to go to the prison.
Yeah,
You've got a circle, man, that man lives inside of.
Yeah, but Charlie...
Lives inside this circle.
Yeah, but Charlie...
He's responsible for this circle and this circle.
You got an
only.
easy gig.
You can take that to the House of
I'll just sit back and smoke a cigarette.
Let him go.
You can take that to the Second World War. You can take it hanging on a cross. You can kill me 1,000 times, but it's still there. It makes no difference whether I'm in the circle or not. It's still there. What this man does outside that circle is none of my business. But if he comes up to the circle, I'm going to go, stand in my circle. If you don't stand in my circle, you're with your own life here. Your own life, man. Can't you see it's your life? It's not mine. I'm just another guy walking down the road going, how many times I got to go, where's God at?
Sounds like Howard Dean.
What is it?
They got to let Charlie Manson out of jail so we could do a reality show. It's time. He'd be one of the biggest stars out there.
The Manson family.
King of all blacks, hi.
Yo, congratulations, man. That's the perfect fit for you, man.
He's not going to interview you.
It is a perfect gig for me, though. You're right. It's a real good
I
gig.
got the perfect outfit for your first premiere.
What's that?
Wear, cause you got to be conservative a little bit. You wear a cuff-link shirt, right? Black with the white collars, with the white cuffs.
Oh, no.
The cuff-links.
What about the Star Trek outfit?
Listen, no jacket, no tie. Some jeans and some nice shoes.
This is awful. This is an awful outfit.
All right. I'm telling you, but, yo, congratulations.
Thank you, man. I don't think it really matters what I wear. It's the content.
No, it matters what you wear, man, because you got a good look. You can't discredit that.
Have you ever seen him in a black shirt with white cuffs?
I tell you one thing, I've never seen him with nothing I didn't like.
Yeah, you need a cuff link.
Then he's doing all right without your help.
No, but I'm trying to spruce it up for ABC. You can't wear that hip-hop stuff on ABC.
Why not?
Who knows, man?
You
Yeah, I'm thinking
the
of
hip-hop news department.
What do the black Israelites wear? I want to wear that.
Oh, you gotta have, I thought of the same thing. Have two Muslims on each side of you while you interviewing somebody.
You see, now you're turning it into a comedy. This is a Howard Stern interview. It's about my subject.
Yes, it's going to be great, man.
Thank you.
You think they're going to, because you had that show on E. Remember that interview show you had on E?
That's right. But I want big stars.
Right.
Yeah, they try to make you into some ascot road man guy. You know what I mean? That's not you.
All right.
Oh, you.
By the way, Walt Disney just rolled over in his grave.
Interview him. He's moving again.
Okay, so Stern's gig is going to ruffle some feathers. Quote, you can bet Howard Stern will shake up the format of the TV interview, a Stern associate gloated last night. Who the hell was that?
Stern associate who's gloating.
That was me.
All right, I knew it.
I gave a call.
Don't be surprised that after her show gets huge ratings, Barbara Walters is suddenly asking her guests about their penis size. That's a good quote. Walters and Jones could not be reached for comment last night, so they're already being
Star
bugged.
Jones and Barbara Walters,
They wanted to question them about this.
They're probably afraid of their phones at this point.
What Stern is being paid for his show was not known last night. His agent did not return calls. Yeah, no one's going to tell that. Yeah. That's private. ABC is the second network which Stern works with. He's also producing a pilot for the WB with comedian Robert Schimmel about the funny man's true life experiences of falling in love with his daughter's best friend after winning his battle with cancer 3 years ago. Intriguingly, CBS, which is associated through parent company Viacom with Stern's radio show, is conspicuously absent from any of Stern's TV plans.
That's true.
Boy, oh boy, you don't know how that rubs me. Media onlookers see that as Stern's, that is a slap at, wait a second. Media onlookers see that as Stern's slap at CBS chief Les Moonves.
Oh, you're slapping Moonves.
With whom he's had a long-standing feud. I'm not slapping him. ABC came to me, and I like Lloyd, and I like the ABC family, and I'm part of their family now.
Yeah, it was ABC's idea.
Yeah. They were thinking, and they said, well, we want to get in business with Howard. And you know what, man? I dig him. Moonves had no comment.
Well, this isn't the only other network you're working with. Aren't you working with,
Working with Spike. I'm working with,
who else?
Showtime. I'm working with,
UPN, right? Who's got,
UPN. No, I'm working with WB.
Oh, okay.
Moonves had no comment about a CBS spokesman noted that a number of the network's stars made occasional deals with competitors. We wish Howard success with his new project, said the spokesman.
That's CBS?
Yeah. Well, I've gone to Mel. I've complained all the time. I've
Really?
told him blue in the face. I said, how is it we don't have synergy here? How are we not doing stuff? And whatever. Les has got a problem with me. He doesn't believe in me.
You know, it's going to look bad for him, though.
He believes in Julie Chen, whoever that is. Well, what are you going to do?
There you go. Congratulations, man.
I got deals with every other network but my own. I just made a deal with Al Jazeera.
Al Jazeera?
Al Jazeera.
Well, that I'd like to see.
I'm making a series of cartoons for them.
Yes.
Today, the Howard Stern cartoons. And then another message from our leader, Osama bin Laden. That's it. Howard Stern, the terrorist years. I'm writing Justice League of Osama.
Today we fly Howard Stern into a building.
Yeah, today Howard gives himself to Allah. How about that nutty woman who just blew up some Israelis? She's a female terrorist, and she left behind 2 little kids. Boy, oh boy, that's wacky. Go figure that out.
These are suicidal people. They'd be killing themselves anyway.
Yeah, they just killed themselves. You know what? She had 2 kids, probably couldn't handle it, so she just said, out.
Depressed mom.
Yeah. Hey,
Hi, God.
Oh, hey, Larry.
What's up? I want to play, please.
What do you want to play? You want to play? I'll give you a choice of games.
Okay.
You can play Auschwitz or K-Rock.
All
right. Or homeless game.
I
Auschwitz or K-Rock? That's a new one.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
a new
like
one.
to hear this
You don't.
new game.
You don't.
Be the virgin on that one.
Yeah, and the fact is that if you don't know what it is, it could be really hard.
I could use the cash, Flash.
Now, homeless game, you know.
Yeah.
And you know.
Sometimes that's very hard.
Sometimes it's
I
hard,
know.
but you know what? At least you always get a 50-50 chance on that one.
You got a 50-50 chance here.
What do you say, Robin?
I say it can't be hard to figure out Auschwitz and K-Rock.
Nah, let's go with the Nazis.
All right, you want Auschwitz versus K-Rock?
Yeah.
All right, time to play. What?
Yo, that one's not really ready yet.
Oh.
What?
Nah, come on.
That'll be ready in a little while,
homo.
but I got other ones, though.
What's the matter with you, you homo?
Let me come down there and you can do me, Casey,
I got
okay?
a good Auschwitz or K-Rock.
Let's do a KC or Liberace game.
That's better.
Is that ready?
That one's in the works. But the ones I got ready is the ones I told. All right, check this out.
Well, why'd you tell me it was ready? And then
I was asking for your approval. That's what you want. If you wanted me to do it.
Casey, another plane's coming. You better run.
Ready, sir? Off the top of my
Dude,
head.
I'm gonna make this game really hard so you lose. All right, you ready? All right, check it out. This is what I'm sorry. Artie.
No, I'm saying Auschwitz or K-Rock off the top of my head. You ready, sir?
Yes, Artie.
2 million Jews were killed there.
Let me think.
Auschwitz?
Come on, Casey, what games do you have?
Okay.
Let's play the homeless game then.
Okay, let me show you what I got, though.
Guy comes in.
I want to hear his
All right, go, give me the list.
All right, this is a good one. It's called the Gary Soccer Mom game. All right?
This is a good one, actually.
All right, I'm going to tell you something, and if Gary did it in the last week, you guess Gary.
Okay.
If he didn't do it in the last week, you guess Soccer Mom, or you just say he didn't do it.
Okay.
All right? Just say yes or no. Easy enough. Ready?
You want to play that one, or you want to play a homeless game? You want to play Gary versus Soccer Mom? Or
Let's do
homeless?
Gary.
All right, Gary versus Soccer Mom. I tell you what, how many questions are there?
You can do as many as you want.
All right, I'm going to give this guy 5 questions. If he gets 3 right.
Right.
And if you get them wrong, don't cry like a bitch.
No, I won't.
I'm hanging up on you.
I love you, God. I wouldn't do that.
To purchase, no, let me see. Here we are. You won, you have a chance at winning $500 cash for this.
I could use that.
Courtesy of Comic Book, the movie starring Mark Hamill and Donna D'Errico. See the most popular icons of pop culture on DVD everywhere January 27th, okay?
I'll do that.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ready.
Made lunch for the kids.
All right. Made lunch for the kids. Did Gary do that, or did Soccer Mom?
Soccer Mom.
No, that was Gary.
Gary made lunch for the kids in the past week?
Yes. Boy, I would have guessed Soccer Mom.
I was saying to myself, no, he had to work. He couldn't have done that.
Yeah, because he gets up early to get in.
Dude, when did you make lunch for the... Oh, you are goddamn pussy.
On Saturday or Sunday or Monday, whichever one of those days we're off.
I thought you said during the week, Casey, you dumbass.
During the past week, numbnuts.
He said during the
You didn't
past
say weekend,
He
dickhead.
said during the past
I said the
week.
past
You
week.
The
didn't
week
say-
includes the weekend, silly. You anal
Okay, I'm a
fisser.
dickhead then.
All right, go ahead, Gary. Tell us about you making lunch.
So, I don't know. My wife was maybe folding clothes or something. The kids were hungry, and I said, what do you want? I made
Guarantee his wife wasn't folding clothes. She was just relaxing.
Yeah,
Because it's
she's
Gary's
having a
day.
cup of
She was on the hammock.
Because it's Gary's day to do work.
Gary was
Yeah.
at home. He had to do a chore.
It's not bad enough. Toothy got to drive in every day to do all his work there and get
Gee,
yelled at.
I
He's
gotta
got to go
tell
home
you,
and do his lunch, too, for
I
the
never
kids.
made my kids a lunch.
All right, what's next? I can't believe this.
All right, next question.
Okay.
I should say next statement.
Next statement.
I love that you're losing, dude.
Thank you.
Got the kids haircuts.
Did he do that in the last week?
That's what my wife does.
But that's something a guy might do with his sons.
That's true.
Because he has to go get his own
What's
hair.
Gary's hair look like today? Maybe he got a haircut, too.
I didn't see. I'll tell you what. I didn't detect a haircut, but look who loves this game.
I
7 times. You love this game.
He made his kids lunch?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, oh, man.
What do you want, Jackson? Peanut butter?
What did you make of Gary?
Two bowls,
I think I made them bagel bites.
Bagel bites?
Bagel bites?
You put them in a toaster oven.
That's not making lunch.
Hey, dude, can you shut up? I can't hear Gary.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're bagel bites. You put them in a toaster oven.
I don't even know what a bagel bite is.
It's a little, they come, I told you to explain. They look,
So they just ate a bagel?
no, they're called bagel bites. They're little bagels. They're like little pizzas, little mini pizzas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love those.
How many does each boy get?
They get 4 each, and then I make 2 extra in case they're still hungry.
And what do they drink?
Milk.
Milk.
Pizza, milk.
You can have milk for lunch. You're grown boys.
Hey, guy, do you have a shop, like in the supermarket, and buy this stuff?
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I
sure
mean,
he
I've
does.
been shopping, but I don't do that on
He
the
buys
regular.
it.
Is there any little sweet that goes along with that? Cookies? Or?
Afterwards, if they want, they know where the cookies are. They can get their own.
Where are the cookies?
Unbelievable.
He knows where the cookies are.
All right,
That's
second
amazing.
statement. Okay.
Okay, soccer mom.
All right, you're saying the soccer mom went and took the
Got the
kids for
haircuts?
haircuts. Go ahead.
Gary got them haircuts.
Oh,
You got two wrong.
I don't see that Gary did all these things.
Boy, he does. You know what? I don't think all year I would do that.
Okay, I didn't even get myself a haircut.
I've never done that in my life.
My wife took Lucas to the doctor, and I took Jackson for a haircut.
Yeah, everything's got to be 50-50.
Right, yeah.
You know what it is, sir? You're guessing. I would guess the same way you are.
God damn.
But it sounds like Gary did everything.
Yeah.
All right, here's your
Whatever
third
you can
statement.
name.
I hate to tell you, if you get this one wrong, you're out of the game. Breastfed the babies.
I think that was something.
Now, let me think.
Go ahead, Casey,
God,
give it to
that's
us.
a hard one.
Okay, clean the bathroom.
Clean the bathroom. No way.
Gary
he
did that.
I can't believe that.
Gary
if he
did
did that, I tell you what. This guy's got no life.
You're killing me, dude.
You know what? If he didn't, I'm sure he's done it, but maybe not this week.
It sounds like he's done a lot of. If he did this, it would be unbelievable.
He'd have done all of the other things and cleaned the bathroom.
Because this guy puts in a lot of hours at work. I mean, if his wife's got him cleaning the bathroom, it's
Does
over.
he have cleaning chores?
Although I know Gary loves to clean.
Yeah.
Like he's a clean freak.
But the only time I remember him saying he did that was that time he had the accident. Yeah. And that wasn't recent.
Yeah. All right, come on, let's go, sir. I need you to answer right now.
Soccer mom.
All right, you say soccer mom cleaned the bathroom. Go ahead, Case.
First one he got right. He didn't do it.
Thank
do
you.
it. All right.
Goodness,
All
Gary
right.
didn't clean the bathroom this week as well.
Just like you don't clean his teeth.
All right, number 4. Now you got 2 wrong. You get any of the next 2 wrong, you're out.
Yep.
You gotta get everyone right.
And I ain't gonna cry like a little bitch.
Okay. He did the family's laundry.
Oh.
That's Gary.
I can't.
No, he didn't do
I think he could have done that.
He didn't do that.
I think he
see
did.
him doing that while Mary sleeps.
You can see it, but he didn't do it this week.
Isn't it funny how every time Gary admits that he did something, it's always, Mary was doing this and I was doing
Mary
it.
was at tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary was watching Phil.
Why is it that he's got to do all that work on the weekend? He works all week. Oh, because she watched the kids?
No, I'll tell you something. Mary's very bright. And I think she's smarter than Gary.
And she outsmarts him.
Yeah, she outsmarts him.
I told you what she said the deal was. They agreed to have those kids together. She didn't agree to work.
See, she's playing Gary. I'm telling you.
I know.
She's wearing the pants in that, relationship.
Well, in all fairness, I did the laundry when Mary was out on a date. So
Good. I folded the clothes, too.
she was out banging the guy, so I had to do it.
All right, what's the answer, my friend on the phone?
Larry, Robin.
Okay.
Oh, if I get this wrong, I'm coming down there and pulling Gary's teeth out with my own teeth. Soccer mom.
All right, what was the statement again? The laundry?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Gary couldn't have done it. This guy's got to be
No.
right.
He didn't do it.
He didn't. Okay.
One more and I'm a winner.
It's 2 again. It's 2 wrong, 2 right. All comes down to this
You
one.
need this one.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Howard. But you think Gary's done it at some point?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just not in the last week.
Go ahead.
Here's the last one. Okay. Drove the kids to after-school sports.
I can see him doing that.
Definitely.
That's definitely
He
Gary.
That's a
definitely
Gary.
has done that.
After school sports, he gets, you guys finish at 11.
What a
He does
busy
his
group.
crap there. He probably gets home by,
Busy week.
and she's there watching Dr.
You mean to
Phil,
tell me
so
he's got
to take the kids.
He's getting home by 3 o'clock to take the kids to after-school
Yes.
sports. You know what? I'm pissed about that. He should be here working.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Gary.
I hope that's not true.
As much to my chagrin, this guy's right. He wins.
Because Gary's always talking about taking them to soccer, taking them to a polo class.
You know what? You better take Gary to the doctor or a gynecologist and have him examined.
How is he
Because I
taking the
think
kids?
he had his penis grafted to his wife.
All right, do you want the answer, Howard?
Yeah.
It was 5 o'clock at night, and it was I took him or picked him up for wrestling. It was one or the other.
You know
Busy
something,
day.
though?
It starts at 5 and it ends at 6:30.
So what, did you just get home and you had to run out the door and get him?
Actually, I just got home and Mary took him, and then she was cooking dinner, and she said, "Would you pick him up?" And I said, "Sure."
Uh-huh.
You know something, though? If I really loved my wife as much as Gary did, I'd probably do the same things he does.
Are you and Mary on the same menstrual cycle? I mean, couldn't she arrange for one of the other moms to take the kids home?
There are no other moms. It's in a different part of town, and there's no kids that live in the neighborhood.
Howard, can I get the subject real fast about vagina?
Now, enough of you. You've won $500 cash courtesy of Comic Book the Movie starring Mark Hamill and Donna D'Arco. See the most popular icons of pop culture on DVD everywhere January 27th. Congratulations.
Thanks. But
everybody's looking at Gary and the monitor in disbelief.
Thanks to you, the king of that show, the King of Queens last night. They must have said the word vagina 50 times.
Well, I've changed okay, thank you.
Thanks,
Yo, Howard, let's not gloss over this. I got a couple more.
Well, tell me what else he did in the week. I'm curious.
Gave the kids a shower.
He gave the kids a shower. Ask me like the game.
Like the game? Okay.
Yeah.
Did he go food shopping?
No.
No, he didn't. You're right. Did he clean the basement?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Oh my God.
Goodness. How does he get all this stuff done?
How does he do his job here effectively? Like sit here and think of stuff to do.
I cleaned the basement on Sunday. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
And then he wiped the kids behind.
What? His kids still having that done?
How old are those kids?
18. I have a 6-year-old needs help once in a while. Not all the time.
Wow.
Did he do it this week?
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
Oh.
Some game.
Oh, my goodness.
Come here, Lucas.
John, you ever wipe your kid's butt?
Yeah, but he was 2, guy. Your kids are 11.
How old is your oldest daughter?
She's 7. I haven't been near her butt since she was 4 or 3. That's nuts.
Of course. Not only that, if there is a problem, your wife handles that.
Yeah, well, I mean...
You wouldn't even know there was a problem.
Yeah, how does he know there's a problem?
How is he that involved?
Well, wouldn't you just say go ahead and wipe your own butt?
No, but listen, kids have accidents sometimes. I know when I was 6, I had a major accident.
But your dad didn't take it.
No, my dad wouldn't know. My dad would have killed me.
Look, I had an accident last week, but I took care of it
That's how you learn
myself.
not to have accidents. And then the wife does that. The mom comes in and wipes your ass. My mother always wiped my ass when I had a problem. You know, she took my temperature anally.
I think in Gary's house, they come looking for him because he's the mom.
By the way, in my cartoon I'm developing, I got a whole one just about my mom taking my temperature anally.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard,
Believe me, I've envisioned that many times when you've told
And
me.
by the way, this is Howard's sort of the high school years.
Right, but you said you were about 17 the last time she did it.
Yep.
do you see what Gary's done this past week, Howard? So far, he's wiped his kid's butt. He's cleaned the basement. He's taken them to sports.
Right.
He's made them lunch.
Yeah, I mean, he's a full-time mom.
Hey,
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. They run to him.
Ask me some more.
No, that's all I got.
All right.
But those, there's more. I just asked him for about 4.
Yeah.
I just said, did you do this? There's got to be more than that. We just scratched the surface, probably.
What else did you do, Gary? He wants me to come in with him.
He said, come in here.
You want me to come in the room and you'll tell me?
Come in.
All right, yeah.
What else did I do? I don't know.
Did you cook anything?
Well, I made them lunch.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you there's more stuff. He just don't want to say
No,
anything.
I mean, ask me stuff and I'll tell you whether it happened or not.
Did you clean the kitchen?
No, I don't clean
You cleaned it. You didn't clean up after lunch?
Everybody at the table puts their plates in there.
And then who washed the dishes?
My wife does.
You liar.
No, I'm not.
You didn't wash the dishes?
I just told you that other stuff, so what am I going to lie about?
Have you ever done the whole family's laundry?
Have I ever done the whole family's laundry? Yes.
Who helps the kid with their homework?
We both do, but we both do.
That's something my dad should do.
That's about 50-50.
But that's one thing. That's the only thing he should do. And half the time he should be too tired to do that.
I am.
Man, I did 5th grade homework yesterday, math. I turned to my daughter and I said, I don't know one single thing here.
Yeah, it's been a problem for a while. They ask tough questions now.
It was one of those questions I hate. It was like, all right, Mary and Beth bought $99, bought some stuff and ended up with change of $99.50. And Beth had $9.50 more than Mary. So how much did they pay for the items? And I went, I don't know.
I don't
know. Understand.
Wording that right. I don't think
I'm probably not, but it was one of those logic questions.
Yeah.
I could get Ashley on the phone. She'd read it. I don't know. I said to her, I would flunk the 5th grade. I said English.
I can't pass 5th grade.
I could help you BS your way through English, but. And then we did social studies.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted to know 5 major cities in the Southwest, and I went, I don't even know. I go, I don't know where the Southwest is.
We were doing the...
Then she said, since she has a social study book, I look in the map. I still don't know where the Southwest is.
Yeah, we had to do Appalachia, and I don't even know where that is.
I had to do that. I told her...
We were talking about Appalachia here last week.
It doesn't matter.
We still don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Even the audience is unsure.
So it's like... and then I had to know the birthplace of Martin Luther King. So I go, Memphis.
Oh,
So she goes, how do you know that? I go, because it sounds right to me. So then I go looking up in a book. Turns out it's Atlanta.
I knew that.
He died in Memphis.
Yeah.
He died in Memphis. I thought they meant he died in Memphis.
Yo, I used to ask my old man for help with the homework. He was horrible. Like, I slept
My
through
father
class.
would yell at me the whole time. Well, who could get through to you?
Well,
No,
just imagine.
I think I was
Explain
better.
stuff to you.
I think I was better than that, and I didn't even pay attention in class.
Whatever.
My father
You
thought
got a 700 on your SAT.
I was going to say, just
720.
imagine if Casey was smarter than his father.
Wait, Casey's about to brag. You missed it.
Well, it wasn't
What was it,
700.
seven?
It was like 750 or something.
No, it was 720.
Yeah, but that's not like 700. It's more.
Oh, that's right, 720.
Oh, makes such a big difference.
200 each on each test for signing your name. So
No, that's
400.
that's not true. That's
That
what
is
they
true.
say.
You get a
you get 200
400
total.
No,
Oh,
400.
No, you don't. You get 200 total, and the rest.
And you got an
gotta do.
89 on your IQ test.
No, I
Which
took
is
this-
mentally retarded.
The second time I did, first time I was like borderline genius or something.
Yeah, okay. We gave you a test, you had an 89.
How come you took 2 tests then?
I don't know, man.
Who was retarded enough to give me the test? That was the wrong test.
There is no wrong test in an IQ test.
Do you remember I took it twice?
I got you know what, man? No, I don't mean to embarrass you. We're here to embarrass Gary.
Hey, Gary,
Yeah, right.
did you have a vacuum?
Did I vacuum? No, I don't vacuum.
Oh, he vacuumed.
I don't.
You vacuumed. He's lying
Gary.
now.
No, I don't.
You never vacuumed.
Have I ever taken out the dust
Yeah.
buster because I spilled something? Yes.
Did
Do
you
I
ever vacuum the house?
No, I don't vacuum the house.
Liar.
I don't.
You have a dust off?
No, I don't dust off.
You don't do any housework except...
He does it all.
No, I don't. There's actually somebody that comes and dusts and vacuums and
Yeah,
cleans.
God forbid your wife does it.
Did you ever, like,
Thank
wear an
goodness,
apron?
otherwise Gary would
Yes.
have to do
You know
it.
what? That's
I
good
wore-
exercise for her.
I wore an I am a homo apron, John.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back
No,
right
let John
after.
do more.
I'm just
ahead, John.
curious. I'm just curious of the things.
Keep
you
going.
do.
Okay, let's get all your questions out. Because all you're going to do is mock me during the break, so get them all out now.
God, well, there's this story you told me that you don't want to talk about. So I don't.
What's that?
I don't know now. Who knows? John's got this great move, by the way. I did the dumbest thing I've ever done in my whole life. I can't believe still how stupid I am. John and I are up in
I can.
John and I are up in Syracuse. We're drinking. Okay?
Yeah.
And I don't know, John just we start talking and we're
Tricks you.
drinking.
It's like
Just
Mary tricks you.
a bunch of people hanging around, but now everyone's out of the room. Just me and John. And I don't know, but it's 10 minutes later, he knows how much I make now.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding?
From E and K Rock.
Well, that's not true. No, he doesn't know from E. He just knows from K.
All right.
Why would you tell him that?
Because John goes, because John told me what he made. But see, what John makes from here isn't really, it's not the same thing, because John's got a whole bunch of other.
So what happened when you found out what Gary made? I don't even know what Gary makes.
Honestly, can I tell you this story? Our hotel rooms were adjacent to each other, but I forgot. So when I got into the room, I started screaming to Susanna. It was like, I can't believe how much he makes. And then I realized Gary was next door, and I'm so like, shh.
You know what the funny thing was? Up until 3 years ago, John and I were probably like $10,000 apart. That used to make me nuts.
Yeah. Well, that's not right.
So I got, I got a little raise here and there, and then,
Gary.
John got a reduction.
Gary, by the way, I didn't bring it up. You did.
No, I did, because we're not going to talk about numbers. I talked about. But this is what John does.
I can't believe you got him to admit
How
that.
did you do that?
Oh, it was great.
John, tell them what happened.
It was a moment of excellence.
Yes, John, tell them what happened 10 seconds after I told you.
What?
I just was already yelling at myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
I go, why did I just tell you that?
And I was yelling at myself too.
Well, why would you be mad that I make what I make and you make what you make? I mean, you leave every day at 11 to go to lunch.
No, it just was. You know what, Gary? I don't want to. Well, I was just amazed at how much it was. Like, I didn't think it was that much. In my head, when I figure out your salary in my head, it was always a lot lower.
So you could be off when you're telling us what everybody makes.
Yeah, and then I figured
it
out.
totally changed my.
DePace and I figured out exactly what John makes, and I asked him to his face, and John just got a funny smirk and goes, no, that's not true. So now I know it's true. We figured out. What happened was we got like 10 people together. We did a John.
Yeah, I mean, what is
we
this?
got like 10 people together. So some people know one aspect of a salary. Some people know other aspects. I know another aspect. And we all put our heads together and figured out what he makes. And he makes.
Well, that's the thing I'm a little angry about.
Probably even a little bit more than I make. What are you a little angry about? That's
No,
what
Howard, you know what I'm
do all
angry?
day.
No. I'm angry that, like.
We guessed.
No, but doesn't Tom tell you how much all of us make?
No.
He does.
Yeah.
Yes.
He tells you?
Yeah, and that's
I know
not
how much
right.
He doesn't even tell me.
I know what he would tell you if you wanted. I know what John and Casey and JD and
But
Will.
why
and
is that
everything-
right?
Because he wants me to know what their salary is because he
Yeah, but that's
just
not
sees me
right.
as their boss.
That's not right.
But what do you mean he's not right? He's in charge of you.
All right. But I don't know. Just weird that he knows how
say
much
that
I
again.
make.
Howard, can you say that again?
Yeah, Gary's your boss.
I understand, but I'm just weird that he knows how much I
But
make.
he's your boss.
He's your boss. Your boss always knows what you make. He's in on what you make. Because Tom comes in and
but I don't
says,
ask
John
Gary
worth
for
money.
a raise. I asked Tom for a
Yeah,
raise.
but Tom has to go to his supervisor and say, is this guy worth the money?
Exactly. Tom comes to me and asks me about what you've been up to.
No wonder why I'm not making any money.
Yeah. Start pleasing Gary.
I better stop making fun of Mr. Mom there.
He's your big tooth apron wearing boss.
Yo, Gary, hey, about 3.5
He's
years
not only
ago.
a good mom, he's a good boss.
About 3.5 years ago, I fell for the same thing. I mean, he's good. I told
Don't
him
tell him anything.
He goes, you know what he does? He elbows you. And he goes, come on, there's nobody in here. And he goes, and you know what? You already sort of know what I make, and I can't, it's got to be right. And I go for a raise.
And you broke down.
I had 8 Heinekens. And
Right.
That's an amazing obsession.
I got to take a break. I got to take a break.
An amazing obsession.
And he finds out.
Yeah.
We got to take a break.
ABC.
When we come back, what?
ABC, they're giving you like $2 million, right?
Between you and me?
Yeah.
John and I want to know where to send resumes for the show, by the way.
Guess what Howard's making from ABC? No, it's not $2 million.
But you know what, Howard?
More.
No.
We're having a whole big discussion.
You're crazy. It's one special.
Howard, I was having a big discussion with a couple of guys around here. We're all shocked. The other day, I asked Fred if he was worth $2 million. And Fred was like, get out of here. What are you, crazy? How can Fred not be worth $2 million? He's been here for 20 years.
I think Fred's worth a good amount of dough.
He's got to be worth at least $5
But what do you mean by worth? What is
$5 million?
Yeah.
No.
But he was
between his houses and his apartment and everything.
But he acted so genuine when he said that he's not even worth $2 million.
No, I'm not.
There's no way that's possible.
Your houses and your apartment?
I work for Tom.
That's no way.
Wait, hold on. Howard, if you
own that,
if you own $1 million house, but you have a mortgage on it, you're not. That doesn't mean you're a millionaire.
No. I'm saying figure out what you could get out of the deal.
Howard, how could that be possible?
I don't know. I don't know what Fred makes. I honestly don't. It's very possible.
John will just have to go to Syracuse.
Do you think Fred's worth more than $2 million?
Tell you.
You know, John came to me right after the show that day, and he said, could you believe what Fred said? I said, really, John, I hadn't thought about it since the show, but John makes you sit and think.
Yep.
Oh, well, we had a lunch about it. We were all...
Fred might have high overhead.
Very high overhead, John.
Hey, between you and me, from what I hear, Fred's on an internship. 20-year internship. All right, I got to take a break. Fred is not worth $2 million, we just learned.
Absolutely not.
And we'll take a break right after this.
Relax, John.
Here's model actress Angie Everhart on her relationship with Howard Stern.
John, you have a question?
Yeah, can I ask Angie a question?
Go ahead.
Angie, was Howard great in a sack? Is that what you're implying?
Can I answer that, Howard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You can't say the F word.
The Howard Stern Show is the Howard Stern Show.
The power of Christ compels you. We're going to California and Texas and New York. The power of Christ compels you. We're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. The power of Christ compels you. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah.
Who put that together?
Vinny.
That's great.
Nice.
We were all just bad-mouthing John in here.
Really?
Because Brian told me that one time during the stock market, boom, that John left his stock market statement out on the desk, and Brian looked it over and said he had over $1 million worth of stock alone.
Oh my goodness,
No.
that was a
Why
few
is he
years
so busy
ago.
trying to figure out what everybody else makes?
He's just consumed with it. Gary said John is so consumed with what people make that he even embarrasses people. They went out to lunch with Bally's one time. It was Gary, John, a couple of the guys from E.
I was there, too.
And Artie was there, and John just started in like, what do you make? And I know what Isaac makes. And what?
He went right around the table. I'm telling you, John was holding court. He went right around the table, and he got every person. It was like he was shining a spotlight on them. Doug from E, Isaac.
Well, they asked me to do it.
Then he turned to the head of Bally's, the guy that runs Bally, and started, it's just uncomfortable.
And the move is, John goes, I know what you make. You got to make at least 300, right? 300,000.
You got to make at least 300. Then he gauges their reaction, and then he goes in for the kill based on their reaction.
Yeah, can I say something, Howard? That statement is totally not true.
What
I swear
statement?
on my life, I never had $1 million of stock ever in my life.
Whatever.
Bro, I don't know what he saw, but I swear
Brian saw $1 million
on my
bucks.
children's lives.
That better not be true, because you're begging for cab money.
No, I
Well, that's going to ruin his
Why
gig.
is he denying that?
No, because it's not true. If it was true, I would say it, but it's so not
How
true.
far off was it?
It was totally...
Oh, you had over $500,000 in stock.
Never.
You had over 250,000 in stock.
See, that's his move.
I know. I'm doing his move. This is what you do to people.
You left your statement up on the computer, and there was a lot of stock there.
Brian, you must not know how to read. I never had $1 million in stock ever in my life.
I had $2 million. It's worth, and then there's a total at the end, and that dude.
Yeah.
What was the total?
Oh, I know what he saw. No. No. A lot of time I play like a game. I'll say that I have all these stocks, and then I see how much that I would make, and I say I have 1,000 shares of like all these different stocks. I swear to God, you can pull it up now.
You're phoning up the numbers.
Yeah, no, it's just all. I just want to see how much I would have made if I would have had,
Whatever.
Yeah, but I swear,
Brian,
You have a lot of money.
I don't have a lot of money. It's such a lie.
you have over $1 million.
No, I do not.
How far off am I?
You're totally.
You have over $500,000.
Totally far off.
What?
You don't have over $250,000.
No.
You're a liar. Swear on your children's life you don't have over $250,000.
Swear on your children's life that you make $20 million a year.
Wait a second. Swear on your children's life. He saw $1 million in stock.
I just told you. I swear.
So swear you don't have over
$1 million in stock.
Do you swear you make? Do you swear you make less than $250,000? Do you have less than $250,000 in assets?
I'm not going to swear on that.
Ah, okay, fine.
See,
now we know. We know you're over 250, but under $500,000.
Swear that you're
I'm
worth
not going to play your game.
Swear that you're worth.
What do you think I'm worth?
$100 million.
What? Do you know what? You know I had a divorce?
Yeah, and
it's still worth $100 million.
No, you used to have $200 million.
I wish.
Get out of here. I'm exactly right.
Get out of here. I'm not playing your game.
Yes,
and
now
you know
don't
what?
want to play.
No, this is what you do to people. And you do it to people at dinner and lunch.
You make $20 million a year.
I'm not going to answer you. You do it to people over and over, and you embarrass the guy from Bally's.
They asked me.
Well, you have to do everything.
Why did they go to lunch with him? Because this
who
is
asked
what
you
the
to do
lunch
that?
They asked me to
consists
take
of.
a guess to see how close I can get, with everybody.
No, but John, you went.
Well, I know you have over 250,000 now.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I'm not going to swear.
I know it. I know it.
I got
401k
and stuff.
401k.
Are you worth more than Fred?
No way.
If he's got $1 million in stock.
Fred is lying. He's got $1 million.
All right, I don't really care. I have a lot to get to. Get out.
If Fred's not worth $2 million, he's got to be the dumbest guy on the planet.
Oh my God.
There you go.
That's a nice thing to say.
Thanks, John. Not only am I poor, I'm dumb.
Well, Freddie, because I know how bright you are, and there's no way you're not worth over $2 million. There's no way. You've been here for 20 years. That's impossible.
What? You think?
That's impossible.
I don't know where you're getting these figures. John, this is radio.
Fred.
Howard is an exceptional person.
You gotta at least be making $500,000 a year.
He's worth the money he deserves.
Fred, you gotta be.
Robin is worth the money she deserves.
You gotta be making at least $500,000 a year.
If Fred is making $500,000 a year, you're saying he should have $2 million in savings?
Well, he's been here for 20 years. So let's just say the last 5 years he's making $500,000 a year.
You know what I started in radio making? I made $150 a week.
Yeah, but then you became famous, and
you know what I was making when I went to
Howard,
NBC?
take a guess. You don't know how much.
Tell him.
Wait, Howard,
Fred,
because I don't know how much Fred made.
You know what he was making? I know what he made at NBC.
I was making $35,000, and I was almost broke.
That was 18 years ago. Howard,
I was broke.
Howard, you don't know how much Fred makes, do you?
No.
So how much do you think he makes?
I don't know what Fred makes. I don't want to guess. That's his business.
I don't know where you're getting these figures, John, but I'm not like the star of the show.
Well, I know how much Jackie turned down because Jackie told me after he left. All right.
I have no idea what Jackie made.
Okay, so if Fred's not close to where Jackie was, I mean, how could that be?
It probably is.
I don't know.
I don't know if they're close.
What Jackie made. I don't know how he handled with them. I don't know what his strategy was. He certainly made a lot of money with the tapes and all the other
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about salary from here.
I have no idea. And you want to know something? I had the class never to ask him.
That's true, man. Fred's got class. You're just like classless.
No.
It's an insanely personal.
Jackie told me because he thought.
No, Jackie told you because you were calling me every minute thinking that I was a traitor to Jackie. Then when you finally got the amount, you realized.
I didn't think you were a traitor.
Yeah, you thought I threw Jackie out of here.
No.
And then you found out the
story
truth.
was so different than yours.
Exactly.
I mean, I hear him telling me one.
Well, you know what? I'm sick of it. You're fired. You every minute with Jackie. Get off the air. Get out of here. You're irritating me. minute he sided with Jackie. How can you believe Jackie's side of anything?
I never sided with Jackie.
Jackie's delusional.
No. Jackie just...
Do I seem delusional to you?
No, I didn't side with Jackie.
Don't insult me.
It's ridiculous.
Now that you're fired, tell us how much you make.
Howard, now that he's fired, can I have his money?
Right.
Yeah, could you
It's your money now,
Stop
Fred.
talking about Howard.
I'm telling you, Jackie only told me because he said it wasn't the same discrepancy that you were saying. That's all.
Okay.
You know, but I mean, it wasn't like
now that you knew what Jackie makes, was I crazy?
No.
Okay.
And I've always said that.
Right.
He was crazy, and I think he made a big mistake.
Exactly, and he knows it.
I think it was a dumb
Him and
move.
Kathy Lee should go stare at each other. All right, now get off my show. This isn't your show, it's my show.
Always. And as soon as you buy something...
I'm a celebrity. Why am I out of here?
As soon as you buy something, he goes, how much did that cost?
Yeah, every minute was how much it cost. Oh, he must have been driving you crazy about the birthday party you threw me.
I haven't talked to him really about that, but I remember once saying I got something. He goes, yeah, how much did that cost? Like, get away from me.
What was awkward about that lunch was, like, in this room, like, it's insane ball break, and we're kind of used to it. But when he went to the Bally's guy, he, like, turned red, the guy. It's insanely personal.
It's inappropriate.
He made some of the E guys uncomfortable, too. Some of the, like Isaac and those guys.
What did he say to Isaac?
He threw a number to Doug. I remember Doug just looked like a deer caught in the headlights. Because John goes, you've been there a long time. You got to be making at least, and I can't remember what the number was that he threw out, but Doug just looked like, here's Isaac.
It was really weird because, like, you're talking about a table of maybe 15 people.
Right.
And John's in a corner talking about money with, 3 or 4 guys. And all of a sudden he starts doing this, like, round table. Let's go around the whole table and figure out what everybody makes. John Harris makes this much. And I'm like, please don't get to me. Please don't get to me.
What did he say you made?
I don't even remember. But, we don't make as much as the sales guys or,
$80 million.
But, I mean, I think everybody was, like, a little
They're worth $100 million. $100 million.
Isaac's uncle.
What do you, how much money you got to make $100 million? You crazy? Some whack job. $100 million.
It's a lot of cake.
You're damn right. If I had $100 million, I'd be so out this door today. Because I know my lifestyle. All I need is $50 million to live on.
You'd be set.
Damn right. All right. You want to give away this money or what?
Always want to give away money. Now that we've talked about money.
Yeah, by the way, remember we paid $400 for Raymond Norman's smoking gun tape on Michael Jackson?
Did we really do it?
Yeah, I got the tape. I got it today.
All right.
Let's keep it real because
Have you looked at it?
Yeah. No, I looked at it all right.
And what's the smoking gun?
You figure it out. First of all, this tape. Raymond Norman, Negro woman of the South. You know Oprah Winfrey, that guy?
Right.
You know that guy. So he calls me up and he goes, I have a tape that is going to blow the Michael Jackson case wide open.
And you will use it and it'll make you millions.
Right. So then we got into a bidding thing over it because we had to have it.
And I guess he thought it was worth a lot.
Yeah, so he wouldn't give it to us for $50. So we paid him $400 because we all had to hear it. So now I get the tape.
Yes.
And he sits down and he's wearing some sort of like military outfit.
Oh, yes, the big deal was this was a videotape, not just an audio tape.
Yeah, you don't need to see the video.
But he's wearing a military outfit?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It was like Gary, you saw it. Wasn't it like a military?
No. He's dressed as a judge.
Oh, that's what it is, a judge, yeah.
Giant gavel.
Right.
Big American flag.
Robes.
He's a judge. And then there's a sign on his desk that says, Ice Cold Judge. And I'm not sure what that means. And then what does it say? Ice Cold Judge, right?
Ice Cold Judge. But the other thing was, because the lighting was not that good, he wanted to make it really clear that above Ice Cold Judge, there was a very small American flag and Israeli flag.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure what the Israeli thing.
But that's important to know. For no reason, but it's important to know.
Well, now, what is the actual business of the tape?
So then, okay, I'll play you some of the tape, but you'll be bored to death because he starts in...
How long is it?
It's
13 minutes and change.
13 minutes, but it feels like it's 17 hours. And I defy you to find any smoking gun in it.
All right.
And he starts out the tape, and you realize that the entire tape, there's Diana Ross music playing louder than he's talking. So you can't even hear it.
Which he never references, by the way. He never explains what it is, or I think at the end he mentions it.
Yeah, what is the song?
I don't even know it.
Yeah, I don't know
I've
it.
ever heard.
Yeah, me neither. But it's Diana Ross.
Upside down.
No, it's not even that.
It's not even good. He might as well just send us a Diana Ross tape because you can't even hear him. Here he goes. You ready? I'll play you a little. All right, the first track I'm going to play you because I cut it up. I mean, there's no way. It's mind-numbing.
The whole 13-minute tape altogether.
All right, Raymond Norman's smoking gun tape. First he comes out dressed as a judge and he begins to thank our troops.
Now, where is he? Is he in a studio or is he in
He's in his basement, like Rupert Pupkin.
Our topic today is the subject, pop star Michael Jackson, with the case of the state of California versus Michael Jackson on felony charges of child molestation.
Amazing thing about the guy is he never makes a mistake. He never, like, fumfkers or...
But that music is awfully loud. I can hardly make out what he's saying.
And it doesn't appear to bother him at all.
First, I want to take a moment to say thank you to all the men and women of our military services who protect this country. Also, I'm very proud to say that my now deceased father and uncle both served in the United States Army over in Korea many years ago.
What's that got to do with anything?
He's making his opening statement.
Oh.
Proud to say?
Yeah. It's awesome.
All right, go on.
You want more of that?
Yeah,
okay.
Whatever I can guess.
Okay.
Freedom is precious, and it comes with a price. Also, briefly, much honor and respect to President George W. Bush, and also to Dr. Condoleezza Rice concerning national security affairs.
Yeah, this is... Now, I've cut this up. I mean, if I played... maybe I should play it all day.
Oh, so funny.
You can't. You really can't.
Right. Then... This next clip this is like 10 more minutes in. Because I paid $400 for it, you know, I was going to listen. It's stop putting yourself in, all right, this is addressed to Michael Jackson that he should stop putting himself in situations with children.
So, let's continue with the state of California versus Michael Jackson on charges of child molestation.
Now, you're already 15 minutes into the friggin' tape and he's finally getting to the big comments.
Mr. Jackson, as one adult to another, I would like to say this to you on videotape. Back in 1993, with the first allegations against you involving child molestation...
I just like Diana Ross.
I'm trying to figure out the song, then, and see, every time you stop it, then I start listening to the song again. I forget Raymond.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It seems you would have learned a very serious lesson concerning the first charges of child molestation with a young boy. And the fact of a young boy, a minor boy under the age of 14, why would you compromise yourself, first of all, as an adult, a full-grown man? Why would you compromise yourself to be put in the position the second time around with allegations of child molestation and plus...
Oh, that's great.
I defy you to sit through all 15 minutes. If they played this for Saddam Hussein, he'd crack in a minute. Then he gets into...
And plus.
In addition to, then he gets into, like, why only boys? You know.
Okay.
You know, like why do you hang only, you know?
Also, you claim there are several other children in these bedrooms, also young girls, but the main thing, I don't feel these young boys are flying wolf. It's simple enough because of the fact there are no young girls coming forward making allegations against you. It all seems to be pointing at you with young boys, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I
love that.
So far we learned that. Then we think this might be his smoking gun, but it has absolutely no credibility or validity and shouldn't even be said. He somehow has the feeling that he heard in the black community that Berry Gordy used to have sex with Michael Jackson. He makes this outlandish accusation, which is absolutely untrue and absolutely there's no validity. And he even says there's no truth to it. But he goes, I used to hear this when I was a kid. Like, you know how weird, like, I used to hear that James Brown was a woman.
Right.
And I used to hear that
he was having an affair with Little Richard.
Right.
Don't buy the hype, Mr. Jackson, one moment.
So he starts rambling about Berry Gordy.
Again, Mr. Jackson, simply, I'm keeping it real. And I must say this, it has to come out. Back in the early 1970s, rumors surfaced heavily.
Rumors surfaced. Heavily.
I never heard it.
No one has ever heard that. There's never been one bit of that rumor ever.
This is the first I've ever heard of that.
It's surfacing now.
And then finally he goes something about. Then he starts ranting about showing pictures to kids.
I got the parents' permission in my neighborhood, okay, to ask 2 young boys. Okay, these young boys
All right, he went out and did research. He took 2 young boys from his neighborhood and showed them pictures of Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Okay.
Of diverse culture and ethnic backgrounds. Okay, one boy 13, the other boy 12.
All right, now we're building to some sort of proof.
All right, here we go.
Right.
When I got their parents' permission to ask them what did they see in this picture concerning you, and the facts that I got from these 2 young boys, the first young boy said to me, quote, that you look, and this is the one that's 13 years old, the 13-year-old boy said that you look like a woman in the face. I quote, the second boy, the 12-year-old boy, I quote, said that you look like a girl in the face. Again, coming out of the mouth of young boys. This
All right. So now,
what did they say about Raymond Norman?
oh, forget about that. He's got boobs.
What parent would give him permission to do anything?
Wait, what is that, Artie?
I was going to, what parent would give him permission to do anything?
You know what? The other disturbing thing about him is he's in the robe with the preacher's collar, and his cheekbones are higher than Iman's.
Right.
seems to be something with your effeminate appearance in your face.
There seems to be something with your effeminate appearance in your face.
So we learned nothing. He even admittedly, like his big smoking gun, I think the smoking gun was that he went around and showed kids pictures.
He showed 2 boys pictures of Michael Jackson.
Or that when he was a kid, someone said, hey, maybe Barry Gordy's doing something.
But you never even played that one.
Well, I mean, it goes on and on and on. It's ridiculous.
I love to hear
You should play that one. It's funny, Howard.
All right.
It is funny. He says the word again at least 100 times.
Again, Mr. Jackson, simply, I'm keeping it real. And I must say this, it has to come out. Back in the early 1970s, rumors surfaced heavily in the African-American neighborhoods. Okay? This is back in the 1970s.
By the way, I lived in the most African of African-American neighborhoods in the 70s, and I heard every rumor, and that wasn't one of them.
Rumors that music mogul, Mr. Barry Gordy, then of Motown, that Mr. Barry Gordy allegedly molested you. These were rumors that surfaced.
Yeah. So some guy came up and said, hey, guess what? You're probably some wino.
I don't know who must have said that.
But you should get to the point that he makes that if these rumors are true, he's going to make a point.
Back in the early 1970s. Mr. Jackson, if these rumors are true, the fact remains that if a person has been molested, one thing that they will do, they're either going to act it out on other victims, or they're going to talk about it and try to heal from the trauma and move past that.
Great.
That's amazing.
So I think he's saying that if Michael Jackson was molested by Barry Gordy and hasn't healed from it, that's why he could be molesting kids.
Yeah.
That's a
Believe me,
gun.
Trust me, if Michael Jackson was ever molested by Mr. Barry Gordy, he would be saying it now to defend his own ass. And it was absolutely, that's our tape.
That's what we paid $400 for.
That's what we paid $400 for.
Can we get our money back?
I think we got a deal.
We got to call him and find out what we're now supposed to do. We got the tape and there's nothing on it.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real because I'm keeping it real.
I don't really feel I can make $1 million with this.
No,
he told me I
how
could.
are you supposed to do anything with this tape? There's nothing on it.
I could tape over it, maybe make $1 million. I could tape my ABC special on it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But so far, you've got nothing. For your $400.
There you go.
And I'm keeping it real.
You are keeping it real.
Again.
Let's keep it real because I'm keeping it real.
All right, let's
Plus, he already sold this to someone else.
Yeah.
Who is that person?
A local businessman.
And is he in negotiations with other people?
Oh, I hope so.
Well, you know what's amazing? Didn't somebody offer him like $2,000 for it?
Mm-hmm.
Remember somebody offered him $2,000 and he said, no, he's taking your $400.
I think he went with the smart move.
Yeah, a bird in the hand.
Hey, tonight on E, Artie wins the gay anal ring toss challenge, and we get to grab Carmen's cans.
That's right.
That's still going on?
Yeah.
Bow down on all fours and hail the Lord